If you're trying to lose body fat and the scale hasn't moved in weeks, you're probably making this one mistake right here. Everyone loves saying to eat less, but they forget to mention the part that actually matters. My name's Will, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to lose body fat. All right, first things first, let's start with calorie-dense healthy foods. These foods are packed with nutrients and can absolutely be a part of a healthy diet, but because they're high in fats, they're also higher in calories. These examples, they're gonna include avocados, nuts, olive oil, granola, trail mix, dried fruit. The mistake isn't eating these foods, it's understanding how quickly the calories can add up. A handful of nuts can easily be up to 200 to 300 calories. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter is around 190 calories. 1 tablespoon of olive oil adds about 120 calories to your meal. Now let's compare that to healthy foods that are much lower in calories but much higher in volume. These foods are going to help you fill up while making it easier to stay in your calorie deficit. Some of my favorites are potatoes, strawberries, watermelon, Greek yogurt, lean chicken breasts, boneless skinless chicken thighs, egg whites, broccoli, cauliflower, spinach, cucumber, zucchini, berries, mushrooms. For roughly the same calories as 1 small handful of nuts, you could eat a large bowl of strawberries or several cups of vegetables along a serving of lean protein, and you'll be way fuller, making you stick to your nutrition and your calorie deficit way better. In fact, they're incredibly healthy. The key is portion size. 200 grams of potatoes, less than 200 calories. But if you eat 200 grams of rice, that's going to be 300 plus calories. You see the difference? Everything adds up. Energy, energy, energy. You can work as hard as you want in the gym, but if you're not able to burn more than you're intaking, you will not lose body fat. And a quick reminder, just because the scale says something higher, 3 pounds higher in the morning after you're eating carbs the night prior or a lot of salty foods, it does not mean you've gained body fat. You're just holding on to a little bit of water. And I promise you, if you're sticking to your diet, sticking to your deficit, all that water weight will be off by the end of the week. The scale does fluctuate. Now, this brings me to 2, your calorie deficit. You want to eat below your maintenance calories. Your maintenance calories are basically all the calories you need to maintain the weight you're at right now. What you want to do is eat about 200 or 300 calories less than your maintenance calories. And to find your maintenance calories, you can simply go onto Google, type in TDEE calculator, and figure it out. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can simply multiply your weight by 14, 15, or 16. 14 will be a good number for you if you're not as active. 16 will be a good number for you if you are active. So for example, if your body weight is 170 and you multiply that by 16, you get about 2,700. Because you are pretty active, your number will be a little bit higher. Now, if you're weighing 170 and you're not as active and you multiply it by 14, it's going to give you 2,300. What you want to do is go 200 to 300 calories below that, and you'll figure out how many calories you should be intaking per day, as well as just knowing your protein per gram of body weight on the scale is what you need to be intaking. Download a food tracking app. I use MyFitnessPal. Get a food scale. It's like $10 on Amazon and you're good to go. I do recommend that you get about 10 to 15K steps in per day just so you make it easier to stay in that calorie deficit. 3, heavy weight. If you're trying to lose body fat and you're lifting lighter weights because you're afraid of getting injured or think you'll burn more fat, you're doing it backwards. One of the biggest priorities during a fat loss phase is holding onto as much muscle as possible so you can keep your body composition looking really good when you're losing that body fat. When you're in a calorie deficit, your body doesn't just want to lose fat. It can also lose muscle if you don't give it a reason to keep it. Heavy resistance training tends to keep your body well compositioned. That doesn't mean you have to max out every workout or lift with bad form. It means challenging yourself with weights that are heavy enough to get you within about 0 to 2 reps in reserve while maintaining good technique. If every set feels easy and you could do it 6 more reps, you're probably not giving your muscles enough stimulus to maintain the size and strength. Pair that with enough protein, getting adequate recovery, you'll put yourself in the best position to lose body fat while keeping the muscle you've worked hard to build. Remember, the goal during a cut isn't just to lose weight, it's to lose fat while preserving muscle. Keep lifting heavy, recover well, and let your nutrition do the rest. If your goal is to build muscle while getting lean, subscribe to my channel. I upload videos like this every week that simplify fitness and help you get results without wasting time.